Yo, Eggy, what the fuck are you doing up so late? At this rate, you're gonna bend over those lab tables so fucking hard, some hero is gonna take it as an invitation to sodomize you over it. Okay, sorry. Not a good time for jokes. Jeez. You know the guys used to fucking love that sort of thing. Of course, those are the same ones who chucked me down the river, so, you know. Chuckles I am not. Probably just humor in me given that my fists are bigger than their face. So, why are you up? Psh, like that can't wait till tomorrow. Trust me, you're running yourself ragged for absolutely nothing. The bank heist is next week, and the vultures already think we're gonna blow it anyways, and they're playing the stocks, anticipating that we will. Not even giving us the chance to try. If anything, the less time you spend working, the better. Makes it look more real. That's what we want, right, Eggy? For things to look real. Real good. Now scoot. You're blocking my liquor cabinet. Not the liquor cabinet. My liquor cabinet. I got enough fireball in there to put the White House under 10 feet of ash and dust, and frankly, I'm hoping it can work a little of its magic on me. Well, why the fuck do you think I'm up? Appreciating the nightly ambiance of a subterranean lair? It's not like these bad boys need the overtime. Thank you very much. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair in a tight 5. After a tight 5. Better than melatonin, I'll tell you what. You should consider getting a drinking problem sometime. We'd probably have a lot more in common if that upper lip was just a tad less stiff, but that's the sort of thing you pick up on when you work with enough 9-to-5 stiffs. Whether you're a dock worker or cab driver, street sweeper or walker, construction worker, or even an armed, crazed felon like us. Nothing, and I mean nothing, gets people to sing the praises of their fellow man like some good bub. That's all. I'll concede. Bad example. It's not like I'd offered you any to join hands and dance around the pyre with the way I'm treating this as a prescription, but that's just one more down the hatch, okay? You'll be back to your equations in no time. In fact, I'll get out of your hair now, okay? Everyone's happy. Everyone's just so fucking brainiac. Freud is not your specialty. You don't gotta be a genius to think that maybe the stupid fucking musclehead that has been boots on the ground running with crime syndicates since before you even committed your first war crime might have seen some troublesome shit. Sometimes my brain's just fucking stupid, okay? As if my brain isn't always fucking stupid about it. That's what the knockout juice is for. It's not like I can knock myself out. Don't you think I would if I could, just to avoid all this? You can just drop it. Besides, wouldn't you rather be playing with your new toys anyhow? I'm making it real nice and easy for you. Oh, boo-hoo. Like I'm gonna let some snake oil salesman of the mines slither around up there. Like they're gonna tell me something I don't know. Besides, I hate shrinks. Shrinks hate me. This is all really for the best. I don't even gotta worry about the liver damage. I'm literally so unexpendable as an expendable wall of muscle and meat that I'm at the top of the list to get a new one on the dot as soon as the auto-brewery syndrome kicks in. Though, let me tell ya, it's an absolute bitch to break in. Well, it's not like we hang out outside of work, despite the fact that we're in the same subterranean villain syndicate and can technically never leave. You don't really seem like the type to summit with the barflies and the Baptists. You're better than all this. You're better than me. Jesus. I even sound like a lightweight. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? I'm supposed to be... I'm sorry. In my fucking feels right now. Oh my god. You're fucking right, you know that? Why'd you even go into malevolent science when you'd make such a fucking amazing clown? God! I guess I'm not subtle. I mean, I outright told you, didn't I? You see bad things in this line of work. I usually don't let it get to me, but there are nights. Nights where my body wasn't pushed harder than my brain and suddenly it thinks it runs the show. The bastard. It's not that... Tell me. Tell me the worst thing you've seen. Don't be afraid to get gruesome with it. 'Cause I know how bad it can get for you little guys. Even when you don't gotta worry about me pounding in your fucking skulls. I saw a gal fuse herself with a tree. It was a shame. She was one of the few I liked. She talked to me like I was a brute, but it was all so sardonic that it wasn't. It was just playing our parts to the nth degree. It might as well have been a parody. It was almost cute. Her, the fragile brain, and me. Well, me. And my... was she fragile? Always sick. Of course, when you begin mutating your own body, your ability to fight off a fever becomes... well, it's not a priority when you're trying to regrow an arm. I mean, you know those livers I was talking about earlier? She was the one who figured out how to grow them. Synthetic plant-based organs that could be coded at the fucking... the fucking... Blood types weren't a problem because they could be crafted for specific bodies. I swear I spent more time playing nurse for her than bodyguard. She was brilliant and beautiful, but the body I was meant to protect was killing her. And it was... I still think about the careful look on her face as she stitches her arm back on her body with her own raw, coagulated blood as thread. It was so patient, so vicious, but so withered and tired, and the worst was yet to come when her blood grew too viscous and water-based to circulate through her body as normal, when her skin began to peel off as easy as tree bark with all the raw, ruddy flesh underneath, and the slow withering she went through with the lack of sun. I had to convince the vultures to let her go topside, just to make sure she was able to breathe and move and heal as she once was, but they always cut our time in half so she could never truly bloom. Wouldn't want her to take one step away from the pyre now that she's been burned, right? I mean, God forbid. The market values. I still visit her. She's still here. You can find her in the greenhouse as the only tree that bleeds red. They've been talking about working on cures for her here and there for years, but it's never been a priority. More of a leash they can tug on when they want me to feel especially guilty. Like I don't already have half a dozen nooses for them when they feel like making me hang myself. She lived a gruesome, painful life. But she's alive. As alive as you consider a tree to be normally, at least. And I'm alive. Unchanged. Unmarred. Shaken now only by the harshness of her laugh through the ages. She was the first egghead sort I actually liked. She was the first egghead sort I actually liked. The first. And I think the fact that I, for once, did not kill her dead is the sole reason why they thought I could handle another partner. And I suppose that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Her slow decline into half-death, half-coma, all-sentient, all-conscious tree, but when it comes down to it, it's always a race to the fucking bottom with these fucking conditions. I almost said that she would have liked you. That's a fucking lie. I'm so fucking sorry. She would have hated you. She always had beef with others in her field. I think it's a superiority complex thing. I don't know. Maybe off the clock, but who here is ever off the clock? Me, I guess. Along with all the other stupid fucking muscleheads I guessed. Maybe she was just looking to be butch bait. I don't know. She could totally pull it off. But I've been thinking about her more lately. After everything that's happened. With you, I mean. With the danger you've been in, even if it's all simple flesh wounds. With the harm you've faced. With the knowledge that none of us are worth anything to anybody here, from the vultures above to the peons below, but all the same, you matter. For some reason, you matter. I mean, it's absurd to think about. In a place like this, under circumstances like these, with the knowledge that I'm only worth the livers I get because I was written into patent documentation or the terms and conditions or whatever, because she was just the fucking type to be that ahead. I guess. But you matter. To me. Have I ever said that to you? Or did I always assume you just knew because your skull hadn't been bashed in yet? Fucking Christ. If anyone asked, I'm insanely intoxicated. Tell them I gave you a good scare while you're at it. Like they'd believe the alternative, that feller of kings. Heavy. And Brutus means heavy. Brutus stomped in here because of a little bad dream to the only person who feels safe in this entire damn facility. The bodyguard. Looking to feel safe. What a laugh, right? Well, didn't I tell ya? I'm a funny guy.